Today we're going to be working on the mining lesson, or specifically how to do it and what it means. So while you are mining for evidence, that's just a cheesy way of saying that you have to dig for evidence and figure out what it's actually meaning and how you can use it, okay? So when you mine for evidence, you are looking for a positive way to explain something and a negative way to explain something. So I'm going to put positive and negative on both sides. When I say positive, it means how video games can be good for people and should be played. And negative is how video games are bad for people and should not be played. As you are reading through this, you are going to go paragraph by paragraph and look for evidence that can be used for either side. So you can pick pretty much any sentence in any of the paragraphs and it'll work as long as you can explain it, okay? Because this is all about the explanations. I'm personally going to start reading through it and then underline as I go. Inside the world of a killer high school assassination game, Killer, the last man standing game of water pistol ambush, has become a key end-of-the-year ritual in several New York City high schools. At St. Anne's, a private school in Brooklyn Heights, the game lasts 2.5 weeks and is especially ferocious. Over the years, students have developed a 17-point rule book, a map of the safe zones around the school, and an entry fee, currently $20 per team. It goes into a winner's pot. And a non-playing senior class judge to arbitrate disputed kills and rule violations. The judge also makes a pie chart of death, the order of killing assignments, which he or she then distributes to squad shortly before the opening day. I'm going to use the end of the year rituals in the high schools as one example that I can use. So a positive way that we can say that video games help people is by saying that an end of the year ritual kind of gets kids excited about the end of the year. And I'm going to use some shorthand. End of year, okay? A negative way of saying this is if they're focused on this game at the end of the year, they're not going to be focused on school. So the focus is not on school. I'm going to do one more example from the first paragraph, and I'm going to use the non-playing senior class judge to arbitrate disputed kills and rule violations. A good way of saying this is if there's a judge, that means that it's going to be fair and safe, okay? A negative is that there's only one person in charge, so that means that he has a lot of power, because if one person is in charge of the rules, then they can decide what is fair, what's not fair, and can take advantage of some people if done incorrectly. A lot of power. In the second paragraph, I'm going to look through it again, doing the same thing. I'm looking for some good massacres early, this year's judge said as the competition began the second week in May, summoning what his classmates refer to as his inner lawyer. He asked that his name not be used. I've arranged at least one boyfriend-girlfriend kill that could be interesting. I'm just going to put this first sentence here as our evidence, but again, you can use literally any sentence from this entire article. A positive way that you can use this evidence is that it's a healthy competition, okay? So people are going to be interacting with each other and they're going to be having fun with it if it's a healthy competition. The downside of it is that it's during that second week in May, which means you're still in school. So again, you're not going to be focused on school. Also, is not on school. Another negative for that is that they're talking about a good massacres. So massacres are considered good. I'm going to do one more paragraph and then have you guys try it out with the rest of this article. Initially, each team of up to 4 students is given only the identities of its immediate prey. All other players are anonymous, so that in the days leading up to the game, the school becomes a soak of intelligence gathering and disinformation. In 2007, Jake Protel, a freshman, distinguished himself by ferreting out the itinerary of a field trip that 2 targets were taking to Tel Aviv. Protel took a car to Newark Airport, found the victims before they passed through security, and dispatched them using 2 bathtub squirt fish. I had to get special permission from the judge for the squirt fish because I didn't want to take my gun anywhere near an LL counter. Protel, now a junior, recalled as he paced Pierpont Street, 3 water guns shoved inside the pocket of his hoodie. I can use the SOAK intelligence gathering and information of the school here to talk about how the entire school is in on giving each other wrong information and lying to each other, basically. So wrong info and lying. But on the same end, you have to analyze how much of the information is true, and who the information is coming from. So you have to analyze the information and see if it's actually credible or not. Another idea is this. I can underline the whole thing, but I'm just going to bracket it here. This entire part here, talking about how he used the 2 bathtub squirt fish, basically a water balloon, to take out 2 targets. I'm going to say a positive is he's thinking outside the box. And that really shows some really good problem solving as well as abstract thinking, which is something that all teachers and all the school is trying to get kids to do. So, abstract thinking. A negative, it says that he went to an airport while they were on a field trip to get these 2 people. So he not only skipped school to go take out these targets, but he also is going to be at an airport throwing water balloons at people. So it's going to be very disruptive in this location, because keep in mind, not everyone at this airport is going to be in this game. So the people that are going to be there are probably not going to be expecting water balloons being thrown around. So I might also put in rude. So the next step of this is actually going in and explaining the so what part. So why is the focus not on school? Why is that a big thing? Why is that a problem? Or being excited about the end of the year. Why is that a good thing? Or why is that such an emphasis that I want to focus on? All right, so that's the basics of mining for evidence, okay? And the rest of it is the exact same thing. You're just looking for pretty much any sentence you can use and explaining how it could be good and how it can be bad, because if you can't find both sides, you cannot use that piece of evidence. All right, good luck, guys.